Hello students, this is the video of class 7 science, and here is the video of exercise, and the question are of long answer questions. The first question is, explain the life cycle of a silk moth. So you know that the silk moth is a organism which has indirect development, so it shows lots of step in its life cycle. So first of all, the adult moth lays egg, then the eggs convert into larva, and the larva changes into the pupa, then the pupa convert into adult. So you have to write the steps. The first one is, the female silk moth lays about 300 to 400 eggs at a time. Then after the egg hatches and caterpillars are or silkworm emerge, this is called the larval stage. And after that, the silkworm feeds on mulberry leaves. The silkworm secretes fine filament from the two glands on its head. The filament are made of a protein that harden to form silk fiber when exposed to air. The silkworm deposits filaments in layer around its body through the figure of 8 movement of the head, forming a structure called a cocoon. Then the silkworm takes 3 to 7 days to prepare the cocoon, formed by about 20 to 39 concentric layers of a single thread. Then inside the cocoon, the silkworm enters the second stage of its life called the pupa, and then the third and final stage to become an adult moth. And you know that the silk threads are obtained to form the from the cocoon of the silkworm. So this is the life cycle of moth. First one is the adult. After the mating of adult male and female silk moth, then they lay, and the female lays the eggs. Then after these eggs hatches into the larvae, then the larvae secrete the saliva around its body to make the pupa, and to make the cocoon. And inside the cocoon there is another stage of silkworm, that is pupa, and then the pupa undergoes into the changes, and then it converts into the adult moth. So this is the life cycle of a silkworm. Next question is, write various steps for processing fibers into wool. So the steps involved in wool production are as follows. So first of all, the sheep are sheared to remove the fleece. The fleece means the thick fur of the body of the sheep is removed. That is the first step. Then the fleece is baled for transport to the mill. Then in the mill, the fleece is washed to remove the dirt. Then after, the carding machine comb the loose wool fiber into a sheet, and then the sheet is twisted into a rope called sliver, and then the sliver is stretched and twisted into the thin yarn, and then the yarn is wound to form balls of wool, and then it's supplied to the different factories for the formation of woolen clothes. So these are the steps. Shearing. The first step is shearing. The process of removal of woolen coat or fleece from the animal is called shearing, and this is done without harming the animal by using shearing tools such as scissors, hand blades, and electric shears. Shearing is usually done during the hot season. This allows them to grow back hair by the time winter arrives. The amount of wool produced by one sheep varies from 1 to 3 kgs. Now scouring. Second step is the scouring. Scouring में क्या करते हैं, wool taken directly from the sheep is called raw or grease wool. The raw sheared wool is washed with detergent and alkali in tanks to remove grease, dust, and dirt. This is called a scouring. Means cleaning the fleece is called a scouring, and nowadays it is done by the machine. Next step is sorting and grading. So after scouring, the damaged or inferior wool is removed. This process is called sorting. The process of sorting the wool according to the length, color, and the texture fiber is called grading. So according to the length, color, and texture, the fiber is separate out, and that process is called grading. Next step is carding. In carding, the the wool can be used for making fabric. It is tangled and cleaned. The intermixed fiber are separated to form continuous fibers. This process is called carding. The wool fibers are passed through a series of metal teeth to straighten the fiber. So in carding, we straighten the fibers with the help of the carding machine. Next step is making yarn. In this, carded wool is twisted into a rope called silver, and this silver is stretched and twisted into a thin yarn. Spinning for woolen yarn is typically done on a mule spinning machine. After washing and finishing, woolen yarn is woven or knitted into fabric, which is then used to make finished products such as clothes, tablecloths, and bags. Next question is mention the steps in silk production. So you have to write the steps which are involved in the silk production. The first one is eggs of the female silkworm are incubated until they hatch and become larvae called caterpillar. For 6 weeks, the caterpillars eat finely chopped mulberry leaves. Then the worm climb to the branch of the mulberry trees and make their cocoon in one continuous thread. Then after the cocoons are gathered and boiled or exposed to steam or treated in oven, boiling water dissolves the gummy substance that hold the cocoon filament and silk fiber separate out, reeling or filature. Then the last step is the fiber are joined, twisted, and then combined with a number of other filament to make a thread of silk. So these are the steps that's how we get the silk from the cocoon of the silkworm. Question number 4 is state the uses of silk and wool. So wool is used to make sweater, shawl that keep us warm in winter, and it is also used to make blankets, upholstery, and carpets. It is used to in soundproofing also. The use of silk. Silk is used to make clothes, scarves, sarees, and dresses. It is also used in bulletproof vests and in parachutes, and it is used as non-absorbable such as in the surgery. Next question is what are the occupational hazards that workers face in the silk and wool industry? So first of all, we will see the occupational hazard in wool industry. People who work as sorter get infected by bacterium called anthrax, which causes a fatal blood disease called sorter disease. This is very common in wool industry, and another problem is that the noise, inadequate lighting, high temperature, and humidity level required for wool processing may have an adverse effect on the health of workers. So these are the health hazard in the woolen industry to the person who work there. Now the occupational hazard in silk industry. Working in cramped, poorly ventilated room during production of silk leads to the breathing problem. So the workers that work in the silk industry, they can face the breathing problem because they work in the poorly ventilated rooms. There is no way of air circulation of air, so this problems occur. Now, handling of dead worms with bare hands result in infection and illness among workers. This is also the problem because the workers use their bare hands. They use their hands without gloves, and they handle the dead worms, so they can be get infection, can be get infected, and they can got ill. So this is the problem. Next, workers have to focus on fine thread being reeled and have to stand for 12 to 16 hours a day, which result in backache, vision problem, leg deformities like bow legness. So because they have to work for 12 to 16 hours in a day and they have to focus on the fine thread, so they can face the vision problem, they can face the pain in back, and they can face the leg deformities as well. Now the next question is write a short note on rearing of sheep. So rearing of sheep means to look after the sheep by providing them food, shelter, and health care, and people who take care of them are known as shepherd. So rearing of sheep is very important to get the wool from the sheep, and in this what do? We look after the sheep and we provide them food, shelter, and we provide the health care, and those who care them, that persons are called as shepherds. Sheep feed on plants and seeds and grains. So they are the herbivores. Sheep are the herbivores, and their lifespan is about 12 to 10 to 12 years, and they eat grass and leaves. In winter, sheep are kept indoors and fed on leaves, grain, and dry fodder. Many types of sheep are bred for their fine wool and can easily adapt themselves to semi-arid conditions with the ability to produce large amount of wool fiber. So in winter we keep the sheep indoor and we give the leaves, grains, and dry fodder to eat. And in many types of sheep, they are bred to for their fine wool, and we that sheep can easily adapt themselves in the areas which are semi-arid, and that sheep produce large amount of wool fiber. Now the next question is Paheli. There is a girl known named as Paheli went to the market to buy sarees for her mother. She took out a thread from the edge of the two sarees shown by the shopkeeper and burned them. One thread burned with a smell of burning hair, another burnt with the smell of burning paper. Which thread is from a pure cotton sari and which one from a प्योर सिल्क साड़ी? गिव रीज़न फॉर योर आंसर. सो पहली जो है वो मार्केट गई थी और उसकी जो मदर है उनको साड़ी ख़रीदनी थी. तो मदर ने क्या किया कि थ्रेड निकाला, दो साड़ी ली अलग अलग टाइप की, और उन दोनों साड़ियों में से एक एक थ्रेड उन्होंने निकाला और बर्न उस थ्रेड को बर्न किया. एक थ्रेड को जब बर्न किया तो उसमें से हेयर बर्न, बाल के जलने की स्मेल आ रही थी, और दूसरे से बर्निंग पेपर, कागज़ के जलने वाली स्मेल आ रही थी. सो आपसे पूछा गया है कि विच थ्रेड इज़ फ्रॉम अ प्योर कॉटन साड़ी. कौन सा थ्रेड जो है वो कॉटन साड़ी का है और कौन सा जो थ्रेड है वो प्योर सिल्क साड़ी का है. आपको जो आंसर देना है विद द रीज़न. So the answer is the thread which burn with the smell of burning is from pure silk. जो थ्रेड जो है हेयर के बर्निंग के जैसा स्मेल दे रहा था वो प्योर सिल्क थ्रेड है और प्योर सिल्क साड़ी का थ्रेड था. एंड ऐसा क्यों था? बिकॉज सिल्क एंड हेयर आर प्रोटीन फाइबर. क्योंकि जो हेयर है हमारा वो भी प्रोटीन का बना हुआ है और सिल्क भी क्या है, प्रोटीन का बना हुआ है. तो दोनों के जलने पे सिमिलर स्मेल निकलती है. एंड ऑन बर्निंग कॉटन एंड पेपर, और पेपर और कॉटन को बर्न करने पे सेम स्मेल आती है क्योंकि दोनों ही कार्बोहाइड्रेट का बना हुआ है, दैट इज़ सेल्यूलोज. ठीक है, दोनों ही सेल्यूलोज का बनाता है, पेपर भी और कॉटन फाइबर भी. तो उसको जब हम जलाते हैं तो सेम स्मेल आती है, तो उससे हमें पता चल जाता है कि ये जो है वो कॉटन फाइबर है. तो अगर हेयर के बर्न करने पे जैसी स्मेल आती है तो इसका मतलब वो प्योर सिल्क है, और अगर पेपर के जलने जैसी स्मेल आती है तो इसका मतलब वो कॉटन है. सो दिस इज़ द टेस्ट वी कैन परफॉर्म टू आइडेंटिफाई द सिल्क एंड कॉटन फाइबर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ डिफ्रेंशिएट बिटवीन द फॉलोइंग. नेचुरल एंड सिंथेटिक फाइबर में आपको डिफरेंस बताना है. तो नेचुरल फाइबर्स आपको पता है, द नेचुरल फाइबर्स आर दोज विच आर ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स. ठीक है, जो फाइबर्स हमें प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल से मिलते हैं हम उनको नेचुरल फाइबर कहते हैं. जैसे वूल एंड सिल्क. वूल जो है वो आपको एनिमल लाइक गोट, शीप, याक, लामा, अल्पाका से मिलता है, रैबिट से मिलता है, और सिल्क जो है आपको सिल्क वर्म से मिलता है. तो जो भी प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल से हमको फाइबर मिलते हैं उनको नेचुरल फाइबर कहते हैं. एंड सिंथेटिक फाइबर वो फाइबर होते हैं जिसको हम इंडस्ट्री में केमिकल यूज़ करके बनाते हैं. मीन्स द फाइबर विच आर मेड इन इंडस्ट्रीज़ बाय यूजिंग केमिकल, उन्हें हम सिंथेटिक फाइबर कहते हैं, लाइक पॉलिस्टर एंड नायलॉन. वूल एंड सिल्क के बीच में आपको डिफरेंस बताना है. तो वूल इज़ अ नेचुरल फाइबर ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम फर ऑफ एनिमल लाइक शीप, गोट, यॉक एंड रैबिट. एक नेचुरल फाइबर है जो हमें एनिमल के फर से मिलता है, जैसे कि शीप, गोट, यॉक एंड रैबिट. और सिल्क फाइबर एक नेचुरल प्रोटीन फाइबर है जो कि स्ट्रॉन्ग, सॉफ्ट, शाइनी होता है और बहुत ही फाइन होता है. और ये हमें कहाँ से मिलता है? सिल्क फाइबर से, सिल्क वर्म से मिलता है. So silk is a natural protein fiber. It is strong, soft, shiny and very fine fiber produced from silk worm. Now you have to tell about the woolen system and worsted system. So ये दो प्रोसेस हैं वूल को बनाने का. पहला है वोलन सिस्टम. वोलन सिस्टम में जो फाइबर्स होते हैं दे आर ऑफ मिक्स लेंथ्स एंड कार्डेड एंड स्पेन टू फॉर्म वोलन यार्न. एंड वोस्टेड सिस्टम जो है उसमें फाइबर्स कॉम किए जाते हैं, देन सेपरेट किए जाते हैं, लॉन्ग एंड शॉर्ट फाइबर अलग अलग. और लॉन्ग फाइबर आर देन फॉर्म्ड इनटू स्मूथ कॉम्पैक्ट स्ट्रिंग विच आर स्पन टू फॉर्म वुलन यार्न. इन दोनों यार्न में, इन दोनों फाइबर में वर्स सिस्टम जो होता है वो ज़्यादा अच्छा होता है. इसकी क्वालिटी ज़्यादा बेटर होती है वो वुलन सिस्टम से. So this is all for this video. In the next video we will see some more questions. Thank you. Have a nice day.